In this lesson, we're going to look at some doable and measurable goals that increase in difficulty so you can accomplish the business idea that God's placed in your heart. Let's begin by looking at Proverbs 13:12. It says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but when desires comes, it's a tree of life. When you look at this scripture, one thing I want you to notice is that hope deferred makes the heart sick. Another way to say this is that if you set a goal that you don't meet, and you repeatedly keep setting goals that you don't meet, it makes your heart sick. So if you don't achieve goals, according to Proverbs 13:12, you become depressed. However, what we do know is the answer is not to set goals. We need to set goals, but those goals need to be doable and measurable. Because when you complete a goal, what it says here in Proverbs 13:12, desires come is like a tree of life. So when you complete something, it gives you life. When you don't complete a thing repeatedly, it makes you depressed. So the solution is let's set some doable and measurable goals that we increase in difficulty. And every time you complete them, it gives you life. And let's go through this process right now. So goal number one with your business model, I want you to make 10 transactions or make $1,000. That's your first goal in business. 10 transactions, 10 sales, or $1,000. Whichever one comes first. Goal number two, after you're done that, set your goal to make 100 transactions or $10,000, right? This is $10,000 in additional on top of the $1,000 you just made, all right? Once you had 100 transactions and you've made $10,000, let's move on to goal number three. Goal number three is 1,000 transactions or $100,000. So I want you to notice how these goals increase in difficulty, but they're also measurable and they're doable. A lot of people, when they first start a business, they want to make $1 million in their first year of business. However, more than likely, you don't have the skills yet to make $1 million in your first year, unless this is like your second or third business. So I want you to set some goals that gradually increase in difficulty, because as you complete them, you'll be like a tree of life. Because if you jump straight to goal number three and you don't hit it, you're going to be depressed. So let's go through goal one, goal two, and goal three. So with these three goals in mind, let's go back to our business model here. Our business model had the concept area, the marketing area, and the sales area. So for goal one, with 10 transactions or $1,000, I only really want you to focus on the concept part, which is what's your problem? What solution to the problem? Who's the customer that's willing and able to pay for that solution? And how much are you charging? What's the price of that thing? And I also want you to look at the persuasion part of this sales process. So you're only looking at 5 things in this first goal. You're not worrying about marketing right now. You're only going to work on the problem, solution, customer, price, and what words you use to persuade a customer. So which means that you're going to be going out there trying to make sales, make your first 10 sales or make your first $1,000, just focus on these 5 pieces of the business model. And once you make your first 10 transactions or $1,000, then move on to goal number 2. Goal number 2 is 100 transactions or $10,000. So in goal number 2, we're going to add 2 components. We're going to add the marketing side of this, the attraction and nurture. So once again, attraction is what are you giving away for free to attract people into your business? And number 6 is nurture. Once they come into your business or attracted to your business, what are you doing to warm up potential customers to having that buying or selling conversation? So in goal number 2, I want you to really work on the attraction and nurturing phase of the marketing plan until you hit $10,000 or your first 100 transactions. And once you're done with goal number 2, I want you to go on to goal number 3. And goal number 3 adds in referrals under marketing and repeat under sales. So referrals basically means how are you getting your current customers to refer other customers to you? And how are you getting your current customers to buy more in terms of repeat customers, right? And so at goal number 3, you're working on all 9 parts of the business model in all 3 categories: your concept, your marketing, and your sales. And if you process through the goals one at a time, these goals are doable and they're measurable, right? And remember, when you do doable and measurable goals and you accomplish them, it's like a tree of life, and it gives you a systematic process to go through your business model.